Hello, and welcome back to SLIPWAYS. I'm realizing now that, we're going to play on challenging difficulty again. I'm realizing now that the last couple times I've played, I have not really explained, like, the basics of what SLIPWAYS is and what I'm playing, and it's not such a popular game that, that people just know, so I really need to take a moment to actually explain. So basically I have 25 years to maximize points in a galaxy, yada yada yada. We're going to jump into that in a second, but at the very start, before I do anything, I need to check or select a council. This is you have a pick of 5 different groups. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you can pick any 3 of the 5. I'm just going to take whatever the random dice gave me. They bring technologies along with them, and then they each bring a selection of 2 perks, and you can only pick 2 perks total. So you have 2 of the 6 options. So, I don't know. I like multi-purpose factories. That is a really cool one. I like every time you deliver minerals, gain money. That can be very helpful so that you don't run out of time. 3 times per game, invent a technology. Yeah, this is fun. I do like the when you scan, like the first planet you discover in a scan gives you $1, and the second a second dollar, the third a third dollar. You can merge that with empty subspace signals are already empty, so it's way easier for you to actually send out probes to get stuff. But anyway, whatever, we'll jump in. So the way the game works is I've entered the galaxy through this black hole. I get to send out a probe, and that takes 1 unit of time, 1 month. Again, I have 25 years, so 12 months and 24 years added up, it's 25. And I scan it, and then there could be planets, there could be nothing, there could be rocks, all this stuff. And basically every planet has a choice of things that you can build on it. As you play the game, you might get technology that will help you get additional things that you can place there, but some of the key ones, for instance, are humans. They need people, or they need food. And look, over here we can get food, but it would take robots and whatnot. So it's all about kind of trying to find clusters of planets and serving their needs. So, like, for instance, one thing I'm looking at here is like, oh, I could do a human planet here, and those humans could go get the rocks at the mineral planet, and we could probably make food at this agro world, assuming that we can find some robots somewhere. But what would be really cool is that we can also come down here and take these same rocks that we're going to be mining for ourselves and use them to make trade goods. And those goods could be sent back to the human planet because that will allow them to rank up. So let's just do the very basics. We've got a couple of different planets. They come in like 4 different stages. This is like a level 0 planet that is struggling. It still gives you some resources, but it leads to negative happiness stuff over time, which is a multiplier on your score at the end of the game. Very bad. And then you have other planets that, like, this one is now established, and then you can move up the rankings to successful and then to prosperous, which is very, very good for score, by providing things. So you can see here they need trade goods to be happy, which is why I was talking about everything else. Let's see, what do they want us to do here? Chips, maybe. Get our science output up to 3 and discover 7 planets. I think that makes sense. We're going to go ahead and make trade goods here. And thankfully we get that extra $10 every time we deliver a good. So let's see if we can find robots. I think we may have found some here. Nope, that's not what we need. Okay, so we discovered a bunch of planets. That made people happy. And look at this. There's a planet here. It's a remnant planet. So the idea is that, like, it's a scavenger world, basically. And very unfortunately, it needs people, but those people can be used to get the food. Now, what's helpful is, hey, we could get people here, or we could get people over here. And we actually have food already being produced nearby. So it's really just a matter of whether we can produce any green material to make them happy, and we can. So boom, that makes you happy, and then green for green. Love that. Love that a lot. I could even send my people here just to get some more employment, which would be very cool. And then we could also talk about getting labs up and running. Labs allow you to get that research income. The problem with it is that it's so expensive that we don't know what we want to do. So let's continue to scan. Right now, I mean, I'm feeling like we're actually in a decent spot because we have plus $40. We're already in the 4th year. The first couple of years goes by very quickly. We have some positive money. We're not leaking happiness other than from unemployment, which we can fix in the future. Because none of our planets are struggling. We even have a prosperous one here in the center. And, you know, that's all good. We don't have science, which sucks. But otherwise, like, this is totally doable. We could get trade goods for this planet over here. And that requires that we go over here to mine, and then we deliver the rocks. We get the $10 bonus card. Love it. If there was like a human world over here, there could be some value in trying to align it so that it gets value from these goods. I'm trying to think. Maybe we do a couple more scans. I'd really like to set up a science outpost. The problem with the science right now is that basically it's very expensive. It takes time to build, and then I believe I might have to undo, but let's just put this in here for a moment, right? I send a person and something to research, and then I send another person, and I only get to 2. Every time you deliver an additional resource, it goes up by 2. But additional people only puts it up by 1. And that's not enough to meet this Vittori research goal. So it might even be best just to do this. It's very expensive, but more planets being prosperous is going to lead to us having more money over time. So let's keep going after some minerals here. And is there water to be had? There could be, but it's quite far. Again, having people over here is what I wanted, but this isn't actually in range of this trade good because this planet's in the way. We make a merged factory. And then, yeah, and then I guess we come over here and we try and get a human world. So this one would need chips, and unfortunately we can't deliver chips. This one would need rocks and food. I mean, food we could potentially do. Again, the lack of connectiveness here really sucks, but if we do people here, they can get a rock, and then we go looking for food. Right, we're kind of passing the buck down. And just like that, we actually have a prosperous planet. So the interesting about prosperous planets is that you need to have a certain number of imports and exports in total to be like eligible. And even when you reach that amount, maybe this one has, it needs to be connected to 3 other successful planets. So basically it can be tricky. And we're trying to find robots for you, and the only ones I'm seeing are these ones, which again, oh, I guess this is actually close enough. Love it. Okay, so this puts us in an interesting spot where I have robots being produced here and here, so we could, oh yeah, we could research those robots. So let's go ahead and build this here. And boom, baby. We can start doing other things. Establish 1 planet producing 4 or more resources. Yeah, that should be easy. Invent 2 technologies is actually a little bit tricky. So I'd rather, where's the designated area? They want me to explore up to there. We can try exploring up to there. That's fine. So producing 4 resources shouldn't be that bad. I feel like you could do it here. You basically, any one of these factories that's like a multi-production factory should be pretty easy to do that with. The only problem is I feel that I need like water to get you up and running. But anyway, let's move towards this area and see what we can find. For instance, this could make food, right? Which is usually a good starting point for having people. People really do play into a lot of these jobs. We've already got in mines produce an additional... mines on mineral planets produce an additional resource, and that's really good, actually. They produce an additional resource, and they make more income. Basically, now we are quite rich. It's pretty dry down here, so I'm just going to get a quick drink. I'm going to build a mine over here, just for the sake of having a point to expand and explore from, because I need to get to this point, and it's proving to be pretty difficult. Food and chips. I don't know how we're going to get the food, but we can start with a human planet and a multi-factory. And now we just need to find the food. Where's the food at? Okay. And then this goes to here. And that's considered research or found. So now we need a planet producing 4 or more resources. We can do that if we get a single mineral to that planet. So that was a quick little fix. Get 2 or more forge worlds to successful. The problem is I already kind of did. Like this one and this one are already successful. You just need another import route. So this is possible. Get a mineral producing planet to prosperous. Like that shouldn't be that hard. The problem is I have no water planets. Give me a chance to do a scan here. Maybe we'll find something. There's potential here. Okay. So yeah, let's take the Forge World and the Mineral Worlds. A human planet. Oh wait. No. If I do it with this one, then you will get the mineral. And if I do it with you, and then I need to find the food. So now I can't undo my turn. But come on, food. Food for green. Okay, food for robots, it's fine. And then you make goods out of that. So like, again, that's fine. Improves income. Solar on arid could be cool. I do like an energy build. Mineralize. Mineralize on Iceball Desert and lava. I don't know. What am I doing? I can just do the scavenger world. So like this is all sorted now. How do I make you better? Your friends need to be successful. And what do you need? I really like the idea of doing another one of these another one of these worlds, because then I can send water here. It just doesn't quite work. It just doesn't quite work. Because then I was thinking, oh, I could do a research point, and that'll give you the output and the input and everything that you need to be super happy, but it didn't happen that way. I need you to be happier. To do that, these planets need to be better. Like, if this was out of the way, could you get to here? No. Wait a second, though. Maximum range of slipways increased by 30%, though. That is probably doable for us. I would hope so. So then this will go to here. Okay, so that will get you an import, but it won't get you an export. Oh no, I can't even export. Because again, like I can make a human planet here, but the ice ball's in the way. Sometimes there's like a geo-harvesting thing that you can do. I really don't hate the idea of using these like desert planets. Arid and desert planets can unlock some power, you know. Oh, but it's chips. Oh no. No. Do I want to do something that requires chips? Again, like I was thinking about doing it here, right? You could do it here, you could send it to there. The problem is I can't actually get the chips around. Alright, what's down here? And again, like my planets are just like blocking each other off. Like I just can't make the triangles that are needed. And can I find like a water planet over here? But I have no people left. Can I find a people planet over here? No, I can't. We've been over that. I have all these chips. I have all these robots. Alright, I'm gonna just let this turn be one for getting technology. I'm gonna get the slipway lengths, and like this goes here and that goes there. That ups our science production. We should also have like a lot of, you'd think that we'd have a lot of chips floating around, but I guess we don't. They're locked away in production places that we can't really use. Are we not what I wouldn't do for an additional like human production resource, because like rocks here, and rocks here. If only I had the ability to build a research station there with these two populations, we would be in business, but we can't do it without population. Do I have a thing coming up that'll help with that? Does not look like it. No. Because we have so much money right now that I think the biggest thing that we can do to benefit our run is to get technologies off the ground. If I do this to here, I could do what I was talking about earlier. And then, but now I don't have the population because I can't connect this down here anymore to get a greens. Interesting. This game is interesting. Where do I have population? Up here. I should be looking around here to give these people jobs, to make these planets happy. I don't have a way of producing goods up here, unfortunately. I could find chips. Like, I could go here, and I could get chips. Those chips could go here. Well, I don't actually want them to go there. I just want them to go... Let's say here. And then I could, then I could get even more if I could just find a way to settle that planet. So... Oh, these people want chips. Oh. And then they could make the water. That makes people pretty happy. Now I just need the food. I'm a believer. I couldn't leave her if I tried. I'm out of my mind. Microforge. Now, microforges is something I wanted to work with last time, but I didn't really get to. Quite frankly, because my economy was too weak. So, let's do a microforge. And that'll allow us to use some of these to, right now, only make chips. We might be able to make it do other things in the future, but for now, it's just chips. So, bear with me. If I do this, that's just straight wins, right? Also, can you just come to here now? Nice. I still need to make one of these mineral planets extremely happy, and I just can't seem to make that be a thing. You need to be connected to more successful places. Oh, I had a little spill. Where do we want to go? What do we want to do? 10 science per turn is okay. It's pretty good. I really think that we are strong enough economically to do better. We have chips research. We have robots research. I was thinking about doing green research, but then I ran out of people. I have a lot of minerals, and those minerals could be turned into chips. But yeah, I just need more people. So let's keep looking up here. Maybe we can solve this. So you could make greens. You could make robots. And then something that we almost never do is we could make goods out of robots. Now those goods want to be made out of chips as well, but like that's not too bad. How do I make this even better? We gotta keep exploring over here. Looking for a couple different things, I guess. There are minerals up there, which would be nice. All these ice balls are like just dead rocks for me. And this needs human input. Asteroid mine. There really aren't many asteroids around. The thing about the asteroid mine is it looks like it does use robots potentially to make minerals. I don't really have a surplus of robots here. I thought I had a surplus down here. I slightly do, but yeah, nothing that notable. You know what I should have been doing with this population forever ago? Is just going here. So There's like 6 years left in the game, right? Mm. 1920, and then all the way through to 25, which sounds like 7, but I think it's actually 6. We're gonna spend $50 to get 12 research because that's insanely good. Quantum computers makes our laboratories give us more science. I always grab this because it's such a great little stepping stone to access the really high-end technologies, and it can be enhanced further. So, and just to confirm, we can research green, water, and minerals. We do get a debuff if we research anything else that we already have researched, but still. How do I make you go here? I really wish I could. There are like substream relays, and there are also like other ways of passing resources around. Ooh, look at that, miniaturized labs, factories. Maybe I can level this one up, because this can now go to here. So you just need a chip. So humans go over here. We build our microforge. We make chips. We did it. Oh, we did it. Now we do need to improve more factory worlds, apparently. You would be improved with just one more import. So we should just take a quick peek around now that we've gotten the harder mission complete. This is pretty doable. Let's look to see if this is the right planet for us. Producing, there's 4 planets producing a whole bunch of things and get a bunch of technologies. I don't want to go exploring that far. Okay, I'm looking for food, and I'm not seeing it. Because some of these planets are in the way. Okay. Tailored evolution you can place on people planets that are connected to a lab to make them happier. Fine. Doesn't really sing to us. Different forges are cool. Fusion plants create energy out of water. We do have some water lingering around. I think we just do this, right? Quantum computing bonus goes up by 1, and then we... Actually, no, wait. Well, I only have 2 labs right now. Like, that is the sin of all of this, is that, like, I'm really underutilizing the number of labs that I could have built. I just have 1 and 2. They're really good labs, giving 7 research each. This one in particular, I'm looking at being even better. But I think that instead of getting 2 research per turn or per year, like 5 times for 20 science, I should just get plasma containment. That allows me to build something that uses water to make energy, and then we could make people, and energy serves as a wild resource to work with anything. And now I can get that improved, and I don't know what to do with this other energy, quite frankly. 2 import routes would make you happy, but I don't know that, like, that's the thing I need to make the most. What do you need to do? Invent 2 new technologies. I mean, that's not too hard. Planets receiving energy have their production increased by 1 unit. I don't have that many planets receiving energy. I talked about potentially getting the solar panels one, but I didn't actually get it. So no, I think I'd rather get like the forge. I don't need to finish this mission right away. I need to get people down here. And it's not an easy task. I could get people, the problem is I would never get food. Everything else is so perfect though. Is there water? But then again, I'm still needing people. But water, chips, like I'm like running in circles here in terms of being like, well, what if I got, what if I, but then if, what if I could, you know, what if there was a way? And then I'm like thinking slipstream relay. I could bring a slipstream relay to here and that would get me, if I'm gonna do it, I do think it works. Do I really make the chips here though? No. I make something here. I make if I'm gonna be getting these goods all the way through to here, then this could easily be a multi-purpose factory. And then like, I mean, I could even reconnect it here just to like really maximize. Slipstream relay, really, I'm short by 1 science. Okay, undo all of these connections because I don't want to be off by 1 science. That is not allowed. I have a person here. Person there. What could you be researching? I mean, I have 2 people, but they could both get to this research base, but they can't research food. So that's nothing. I could research water. So let me, for the sake of argument, do that. Now we'll come back down here and we'll do all those like clicks that I had started to do. And then I can get my slipstream relay. It's just such a needed technology for connecting all the things. So this allows me to connect you to here and then you to here. Oh. But that was the wrong order. First, this goes from here to here. And now there are technologies that allow you to do like multi-threading, like they can connect an additional way. And like, I would love to connect this to here because that would send this biomass all the way down to that food. And that would be cool. It would also send one of these people all the way to the biomass. Is there a position? Is there a position? Does not seem like it. I really wanted the biomass lab in here, but it's just not allowed. It cannot be. So we need to make planets. Produce 4 or more things. Like, why is that hard? Why is that not just automatically happening right now? Don't I have planets that are happy? I just used up all your water. Basically, a lot of these planets only produce 3 things. This one would produce 4 things. I didn't realize you could do that, actually. So does that mean you, if you had more imports and exports, you would be happy? Very interesting. Is there a way to make that happen? I could certainly get you another one by either doing a slipstream relay. Well, Actually, yeah, I guess you could throw in like a forge. Right? And then we could also throw in a slipstream boy. And now you're very happy. And you're producing 4 things, and that does part of our mission. Even less time now for these computers to pay off, so I'm just going to continue not researching. Especially since I want this, the 34 science +1 relay. What would help us the most? I mean, what we're really missing is like the galactic core. And that's not just me being silly, that's me thinking like we need a cluster of planets that are all happy so that they become these nice blue super happy planets. And right now that's just not happening, mostly because we don't have like a dense enough group. And like you have nothing to connect to, so you're just a dead planet unless this one can become happy. And this one can't become happy unless I can find a place to ship it some food. Import exports. I mean, I could ship it robots. You know. And maybe that's the way to do it. Is really this one here just can't, it's not allowed to do this line apparently. I need to see more of these planets, unfortunately. Because I need like a planet to house people. Like here. It needs chips. Look, we have micro forges, so making chips should not be that hard. Oh, I don't know what I just did. So there, you get some food. I really want to give you more like robots and stuff. But maybe the way to do it is to export the food to them as well. Like, just trying to think of like, I go to here and here, and then I could connect one more time back to here. With the, I mean, look, we do have these super planets. Very cool. I'm gonna ignore that though. Why are you not? Oh, you're already connected to that planet. Okay. I need chips here. There's no water. Let me just make the... Let's make the chips in a place that can connect to a couple different planets that would be happy to have them. Right, you come here. Oh, no, I need to make robots. I need to make... No, wait. I do need to make chips. I'm confusing myself because of the rationale around it. If I make chips here, it'll make me chips for you and chips for you. Yay. Then I can come here, and I don't need to make chips here, so I can make robots, and I can send them down to you. And now you're happy. Our empire size is colossal. Everything is interesting. You being happy means that you should be happy. You just don't have enough imports and exports, and I don't have a way of fixing that. Okay, but now I feel pretty good because like prestige. Like I've created this like, I want to call it a core, but it's really not that impressive. It's just a couple planets in a line. I have additional connections now with my relays, and I can pay a steep premium to connect like this, and then there's some really good long distance trading happening. Where's the water at? The water is here. So I can give my people some jobs. And now, see, now we're getting to the every planet is happy stage. I mean, I could even employ people like this, right? Or are they already working here? I don't know. They're already happy. Doesn't matter. We can make the microforges better now. We could also make the plus 2% happiness structure with tailored evolution. And that helps any people planets that are connected to a lab. And I think that that's actually like low-key very strong. But I can't build it if this planet isn't happy. Where are the trade goods? How do I get them here? And does this take time? What? Oh, it costs 4 science though. Oh no, it's not gonna work for me. Because researching the tech takes basically all the science I have. Pretty interesting choice though. Because this, oh, I do get the year. And then 1 year. I did 4 months and then 1 year. I don't know what I'm going to pick though. Six imports and exports. Thing is, I did talk about... I just can't quite fit it. I talked about getting that research lab in here, and now it will never be allowed. It will never be. What is your quest? Perhaps you could be happy? You need to have some successful friends, though. And, like, would that happen if I did this? And then this? I mean, I at least got one more happy friend. The void synthesizer is interesting. The infraspace relays really allows you to densify. It allows you to cross your paths. If I can get this, and I have a ton of money, where am I going to get the best value? Because, like, import, exports... Like, I'm trying to think if there's enough room, like, for me to be like, hey, connect from here to here for $1 billion. Doesn't matter. Then connect from here to here. Oh, wait. No. And then connect another SLIPWAYS relay. And then build the lab. And then connect this to this, this to this. Then you, then you, then you. Did you see that? Everything exploded into happiness. Holy! Can I see? Literally all of this like exploded into like ting 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 because of this like insane connectivity thing. Like, holy. So yeah, we created our galactic core. It's strangely this line, and then it kind of doubles back into here because this one here is kind of an anchor of prosperity. Is there a prosperous one up here in the north? Not really. So yeah, I mean, not an insane score, don't get me wrong. We did get a platinum star, which is nice, but you can see how like the score breaks down. you get 320 points for your prosperous and only half the points on a establish, and then half again on the next one. So the fact that our ratio is 9 to 13 is pretty good. Completing a bunch of tasks is nice. This is a very high scoring run if you consider the fact that we didn't max out any of the factions. Like, we didn't end up getting a faction bonus to give us happiness on a planet or anything like that. Yeah. And honestly, I don't even know if this was the best way to approach the end. Like, I could have maybe upped our happiness a couple times if I had chosen the other research tech to make our colonies that were attached to a research base happy. That might give us like a couple percentage of happiness. You know, up here I saw a place. This one here wasn't happy enough, so it didn't actually matter. But then we had... I can't even find them. I'm like, this one here... I guess our research bases weren't really humans-based. They were very, like, resource-based. Most of them only had one person working at them, and then having a lot of resources coming in, because it's more efficient to research that way. But it means that that technology wouldn't actually hit the spot. Either way, I hope this is fun. I hope that this was a little easier to follow. I don't think the game is that complicated in terms of like, hey, you build a colony here, it makes a resource, that resource is needed by another one, it goes around, but it can be hard to follow if you have no context on what the hell we're doing. So anyway, I'll see you next time. Ciao for now.